In a recent case, the Supreme Court reversed a lower court decision blocking the Trump administration from firing federal probationary employees. Here's what you need to know about how this decision could affect your career and legal protections. The background of this case comes from President Trump's executive order issued back in February. Following this order, the Office of Personnel Management ordered agencies to begin firing probationary employees. We have a video on our page going into more details on the order that we'll link to in the description. After these mass firings, federal worker unions and nonprofit organizations sued OPM and several agencies, arguing that OPM didn't have the authority to order firings, nor did the federal government follow the proper procedures for firing probationary federal workers. Federal Judge William Haskell Alsup ruled that the nonprofit organizations had what we call standing because they rely on government services and are harmed by the government's diminished ability to provide those services. But the labor unions lacked legal standing to pursue a case. This changed after a hearing in March where he ruled the OPM did not have the authority to conduct the mass firings, but individual agencies did. The government then argued that it wasn't the OPM who ordered the firings, but the agencies that did. When the Court of Appeals refused to hear the Trump administration's arguments, they took the case to the Supreme Court, which brings us to our latest ruling. The Supreme Court lifted Judge Alsup's decision to block the Trump administration from firing thousands of federal employees. This means around 16,000 employees can now actually be terminated. What does this mean for other federal employees? How can federal employees protect themselves moving forward? Stay informed about changes to your role or classification. Understand your rights under laws like Title VII and the Whistleblower Protection Act. Act early if you suspect retaliation or political targeting. Be proactive, especially if you're in a politically sensitive situation. While political affiliation isn't necessarily a protected category, it can give rise to other conduct that could be illegal if you're discriminated against on that basis. So it's always worth talking to a lawyer. This ruling temporarily reshapes the federal employment landscape. But you're not alone. At the Spiggle Law Firm, we're here to help you safeguard your livelihood and your future. If you're concerned about how this decision may affect you, call our government employee hotline at 202-968-2248 or visit us online at spigglelaw.com. Don't forget to subscribe to stay up to date with federal employee news. We're here to help federal employees protect their rights.